90.5 FM. Let's conclude this discussion with Lawyer David Ametepe. Lawyer, thank you very much for your time. Good morning to you.
Morning, Benna. It's been a while.
Yeah, so too long. I guess you're on the road again.
Very close to court now.
Oh, okay. Okay, interesting. So let's do this so that you can go in. Anyway, does the former AG have cause to be concerned? Because he said it's a gross abuse of prosecutorial power. It's the decision to withdraw the charges against Hanan and then rearrest him, perhaps to bring him back to court. It's a gross abuse of prosecutorial discretion. Does he have a case?
Very briefly, towards the tail end of his complaint, I've listened to my learned friend Martin Pebu as well. I think Martin has dealt exhaustively with the matter. If I were a judge, I would just say, I have nothing useful to add. But you know something. The former AG, Mr. Godfred Dame, should be understood. You know, I'm told that those who fear knives most are butchers and executioners.
Those who fear the knife the most are butchers and executioners.
Yes.
But they work with that knife.
Yes. That's the irony of the whole thing. Those who handle the knife duly or routinely rather fear the knife. The AG, who was once the Prosecutor General of Ghana and has carried out various roles as an Attorney General involved in so many high-profile prosecutions, is the person who is complaining about a step taken by his successor, a more senior lawyer, such as Dr. Dominic Ayim. Since when has a withdrawal of charges and a possible rearrest with new charges being filed against accused persons or suspects become evidence of abuse? I don't get it. I don't get it at all, because I don't see why this will be a source of worry to a former Attorney General who is supposed to know better than some of us. This is a normal practice, a routine practice by the state prosecutors to either enter a nolle prosequi or simply withdraw the charges. In fact, amend charges, substitute charges, add on charges, or withdraw some of them and keep the others. So I don't actually get where the problem of Mr. Godfred actually is. Is it the usual politics, or is a genuine cry of a criminal defense lawyer? Well, in fact, time actually clarified the true nature of person. Not too long ago, he was doing even worse. And I think my friend Martin has given a vivid account of this Japa case and all that, where you see gross abuse of prosecutorial powers at play. And so that is why I'm saying that those who fear the knife most are butchers and executioners. And it is within that context that Mr. Dame has to be understood. I don't think I have anything useful to add.
I see. So for you, what happened was nothing irregular.
Not at all. Not at all.
Will it in any way significantly affect the case that's been brought against Mr. Hanan and his wife?
No. There is something that the Attorney General they have. It could be even in the interest of Mr. Dame's client, the accused person. If clearly there was some error on the statement of the fact or perhaps the charges or the offense creating statute or the evidence that is likely to be adduced. There are serious or so many reasons why such a step will be taken. Even in several cases involving parties of equal standing, withdrawal of cases, discontinuance of cases are provided for by the rules of court, so that in the course of proceedings, a party may make a formal application to the court or serve a notice or make an oral application to the court, sometimes giving reason or not giving any reason at all, say that, look, I don't intend to continue with this case, or I intend to withdraw or discontinue this matter with liberty to come back. It may not serve as a bar to further or future proceedings. And so I think that it's Mr. Dame saying that throughout his role as a Deputy Attorney General for 4 years and as a substantive Attorney General for another 4 years, that is for 8 good years. And also throughout his over 20 years or so practice as a lawyer, he has never experienced this act of discontinuance or withdrawal of a matter in a court of law. That is surprising. I think these concerns should have been raised by lay persons and maybe young lawyers, inexperienced lawyers like maybe myself, but not a former Attorney General.
And I've been asking this question all morning if you've been listening. The same question. Now, in this case, you're looking at two agencies involved. When Yoko, they are the original agency that was investigating the matter, arrest you in collaboration with NACOC, should we be worried?
Where is the worry? Are they not state institutions established by law? NACOC is a law enforcement agency mostly operating under the Minister of Justice and the Attorney General. Yoko is the state. These were the very institutions that I believe Mr. Godfred Dame worked with in the course of his role as a Deputy Attorney General and Attorney General. So these are not institutions that have emerged from nowhere. I'm sure most of the operatives of these institutions were the very people Mr. Dame worked with. So what is strange about this? I just don't get it.
Does that also give an indication of perhaps the fresh evidence that the Deputy Attorney General talked about on his Facebook page, disclosed in a post, when you see NACOC involved?
Well, I'm not a Facebook person or social media person, though. But if this is coming from the deputy, who am I to doubt? There is definitely some, what do you call it, reason for taking such a step. And the very reason that the two individuals were immediately picked up by these law enforcement agencies, it gives credence or a confirmation for